Hey everybody, it's Karen, and I'm just doing a quick little live just to talk about some things that are going to come up for me, what's going on with me, and the first thing I want to start out with is you will probably never see this desk as clean again as you see it right now. That is because earlier tonight, while I was on a phone call with GoDaddy dealing with some hosting stuff for my websites, one of the legs fell off. Now, this desk is old and it keeps the legs it's wobbly and the legs won't stay, the bolts won't stay securely connected and yada, yada, yada. Long story short, I need a new desk. So just now, my son helped me clear off this desk. You can see some of the contents in there. He also helped me get rid of some of the boxes. So we've gotten rid of some recycling here. And my computer is actually behind me on a box on top of a filing cabinet. So, yeah, it's going to have to stay like this for a while until I purchase a better desk. But my husband and I just dropped a bunch of money on upgrading my hosting and my GoDaddy. We have several websites, and we had to upgrade our plan into a business plan from what it was, blah, blah, blah. So I can't get a new desk right now. So that's great. It actually is great, and the desk is standing at the moment. And it actually is kind of a blessing in disguise anyway, because I have a larger than I'm used to sewing project coming up, and I will need to, this month I'm going to be sewing something for an 18-inch doll, which I never have before. So let us bring our Sage Copeland out. She still has not been, she has not been permanently wigged yet. Her hair is getting tangly. That's great. Because I have not had a chance to, I need to take her apart and tighten up her strings. She doesn't seem very dirty at all. I do want to give her just like a cursory wash. Just probably a surface wash. Since I don't want to take all of her strings out, I just want to grab some zip ties and tighten up her elastic. I don't think she probably needs an entire overhaul. And I don't know if you guys remember that several months ago I purchased this little welly wisher for used. I really wish they, I think they're so cute, these. I wish they didn't sit. I mean, I wish they had articulated bodies, because it is difficult when they sit like this, right? So anyway, her hair is really clean. It's just her ends are so dry. I need to give her a hair spa, but it would be nice to make her something too. I've never made her anything for her yet. She's been, this is how as I was sorting through some of the doll piles over when we were trying to clean up this room. I had to clean up this room to try to find the toolbox so we could get the tools out. But, yes. So I would like to make her something too, but I've never sewed for anything larger than a fashion doll. So I am a little bit intimidated by that, and I bought a pattern for it. Well, that's not true. I lie. I did sew for my 18-inch duck house dolls, but they're not as like big around as these girls, and I'm just a little bit intimidated, but it'll be cool. It'll be fun. So I have to clean her up in preparation. I have to buy some fabric, and I'll be able to move my sewing machine onto my desk and have enough room to sew. Where it is now, there's not really enough room to sew anything larger than a little doll anyway. The The other thing that's going on this month is that I am doing NaNoWriMo. I don't know if you guys know of it, but it's a writing challenge where people try to write 50,000 words in a month. I set up a third channel for that. And so I'm not doing the traditional NaNoWriMo. I'm doing a modified challenge that I've come up with. So I'm talking about that over there. A part of the challenge is I have to sit my butt down for at least an hour every day. Can't be any less than an hour, and I have to work on the book. And I have to blog about it or something. And if I miss a day, I have to start over. So so even though I'm not technically doing it NaNoWriMo, I'm doing something in the spirit of, I'm doing a challenge in the spirit of NaNoWriMo. And the other thing I wanted to mention is that if you're not aware, every year so far that I've been collecting, AliExpress has a big sale on 11/11, November 11th every year. And it's already going on now. It'll end like the 12th or something. But you can find really good prices on a lot of dolls like Blythe's, or like these little cuties who I just love. Oh my goodness. Look at them. Don't you just love them? Aren't they just the sweetest? I've got to organize all the patterns I've made because, you know, I made these patterns for them and I've got them somewhere. I don't know. I just love them so much. They're just little and they're so cheap. I just love them. And then Monst, there's some Monsts on sale. I need to find the other girl really quick. Hold on. I think she's over here on this. Actually, on the shelves. But here's her bed. Oh no. Dropped her pillows. Where did they go? Here they are. Here's her bed. Here's her little bed. So cute. I want to make a better bed, but I like the fabric I picked for her. All right, hold on. I like the fabric I made for the bedding. That's what I'm trying to say. Here she is. Okay. Oh, your hair is a mess, my dear. Middies are also on sale. Now, this is a midi Blythe. Hey, you guys! I'm just doing a quick update on what's going on in my life right now. My table leg fell off, so I had to completely clear off my table. This is the cleanest you'll ever see it, and I need to buy a new table, but it's going to have to last me at least a month because I had to buy a bunch. I had to upgrade my web hosting. So this is the middies also. I was just telling people about the 11/11 sale on AliExpress. And this midi is on a Monst body. She's not, so I don't even know where I put her body, her midi body, but yeah, I made this bed a long time ago, like last year, I think. I made this sleeper, but it is for the Monst body. Because I put her, I didn't put the snap on, but I made this for gosh, I did it for a sleepover challenge, I think, or something, like last year, maybe for Lissa. And so I put her head on a Monst body so that she was like a little girl instead of like an adult girl. And then I made this sleeper out of some fabric, off-cut fabric I got at Walmart. I have the pattern. That's another thing I have to do is organize the, it's got felt on the bottom for her little feetsies. And her hair is a mess because she's been like, but yes, I have a midi in my cart that I want, and I have an icy doll in my cart for the AliExpress sale. And I think honestly, that's all I'm going to be able to afford this year, even though I have like I have 90 some things in my cart, but the only two things I'm going to be able to probably get with the 11/11 sale is a new midi because the prices of, I think Blythe Homes, or is it the show? One of those two I'm going to buy an icy from, and the other one I'm buying a midi from. And the icy is going to be for a Chubby Blythe because I have paid for and ordered a Chubby Blythe. But I don't know which I think is cuter. I don't know if I think the Monsts are cuter or if the middies on the Monst bodies are the cutest. I don't know which. Maybe I'm kind of more partial to the midi on the Monst body because look at her. They're so cute. The only thing I didn't like about when I bought this midi is the eyes are pink. And I didn't have a choice. Like it was like sort of like buyers, like they just sent a random one. I didn't pick one with pink. So I'm going to have to remember. I'm glad I looked at her and remembered this. When I buy my midi from the store, I'm going to have to add a note to the seller saying, please make sure she has like gray eyes or whatever, like the one in the picture. Because I want to get a black-haired midi. And I already have a short-haired one, so I'm thinking of getting well, no, I think I'm going to get a short-haired one. But anyway. Yeah, we'll see. I have a commission that I'm like, need to send a proposal out for, but I won't get paid for that in time for the sale. But isn't she sweet? I love her. And the reason I have this girl out, Marna, was because I was just saying I have a pattern and I have something to sew up for this girl. And I was glad that my table was clear because I was going to need more room since she's a bigger doll to put but I haven't fixed her yet. I haven't restored her yet. So let me catch on what you guys are saying. Oh my gosh. Let's see. The bed did not come with her. I made this bed. It's cardboard. It's a cardboard bed. And then it's got white paper Mod Podged on top of it. It's really pretty basic. And then I believe this has some shipping foam inside of it. It's also just felt around the, did I just lose her pillow again? Just lost another pillow. Oh, it went all the way over here. What the heck? I did make the bedding. So this fabric was from one of those weird offcuts that you get at Walmart. And it's lined with a cotton fat quarter from Joann's. And this turned inside out as a comforter with no batting inside of it because I find they like don't lay. I think they lay better if they're just, yeah. So I believe I made the outfit and the bed for Lissa's challenge last year for a sleepover. Let's see. Ellie's here. She said, hi, Marna. And I made the midi. I answered that. Marna says she might have bought a few Blythes, all sizes, and some Blythes up on Allie this week. I plan to go back on the 11/11 for more that are not yet on sale. And you guys are saying my midi is so cute in her bed. I appreciate that. Ellie says, I ordered male body for Ken on the 11/11 sale. It is not Mattel. It looks more like an anime figures. Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's a lot on sale now. The Ken body is super articulated. We like that. Oh, Ellie got some fabric. Good job for Christmas. I know we've talked about how like we should be switching over, or at least I feel I should be switching over to buying fabrics and things and not just dolls because we have enough dolls. Marna is working on more Christmas outfits. Oh my God, I haven't even started. Yeah, the bed doesn't look like cardboard. I think it's because of the way I pressed and wrapped, and then I hardened it with the Mod Podge. So if I was to make a new, like when I do another one, I would make it a little thicker. I don't like how thin this bed is. I think it should be too thick, like 2 layers of board thick. But yes. And so yeah, I was just talking about how the only real plans for dolls I have right now, I wanted to gently complain about the Mimi Bobek body that I bought. First I haggled the guy down. I don't know if you'll think this is a good deal, Marna. Well, he had sent out an offer for $18. And at the time he offered it, I didn't have it. So I didn't reply to the offer. And then I messaged him when I had the money and I said, hey, would you still honor the offer you sent out? Because nobody bought it. And he said, sure. But I said, but look, I didn't want to pay $11 on shipping for the box because I don't keep boxes. So I said, would you take the doll out of the box and ship her in a bubble mailer for me? And he said, yeah. And then he dropped the, he renewed the listing, and he did it in such a way I was really confused anyway. So I had to make him an offer for the shipping and the $18 plus the new shipping, and he accepted it. But then, of course, so after all that haggling and misunderstanding, then he said that he couldn't mail it out till Monday because he had a family emergency. And I was like, of course, that's fine. I don't need it right now. I don't even have the icy head yet, so I don't need it, right? But I'm like, I don't know. This is just seems like it's just getting a little. It was just a little confusing the way, I don't know. Sometimes sellers, he seems okay, but you never know until you get the thing. So now I have to buy an icy doll with the 11/11 sale because I have to make my chubby Blythe because she's coming. She'll be coming, and I'll get that before I get the icy doll, right? So, anyway, so that's it. I'm only gonna right now be focusing on trying to get this girl in shape and then her outfit sewn up. Because the other thing I'm doing this month is that I am, I'm trying to do a writing challenge for NaNoWriMo. Yes, I will have a chubby Blythe, and I'm trying to get a dark-haired one. I want to get a dark-haired, like a black-haired icy. I just don't know if I want a short-haired one or a long-haired one. I have both in my cart. Hi, Vanessa. So I'm gonna have to go back to Marna's videos and remember and see how to take what, I don't remember what their heads, like the Mimi heads, look like off the bodies, or what the neck joint is like. So so yeah, I have to. And the other thing I have to do at some point this month is I need to start working on restoring my cousins. I have 2 American Girl dolls that belong to my 2 cousins, and their dogs got them. And these are from like the 90s. Like these are older dolls, like from the 2000s or 9. I don't even know if they're Pleasant Company. I'll have to look. So I got to try to fix them. But the problem is their bodies are torn, and I can't find a pattern online for these bodies. So I might just have to like put a patch on them, like a pretty patch or something. But those are the only like things that I must do. But I was considering trying to buy another Monst on Ally, but honestly, I do eventually want to get all the Monst dolls, and you can get them on Amazon. But honestly, it's their bodies that I love the most, and so I would love to be able to have like a bunch of these girls with the Monst bodies and the MIDI heads. I think they look so adorable. They're just so adorable. I can't. They're so little, and I don't know. They, instead of looking like grown-up girls, they look like little girls, and they're just cute. So I just don't know if I want to get a MIDI with long hair or short hair and a Monst. I think I've decided. Well, I was going to get the MIDI with short hair, but now I pulled her out and remembered she has short hair, so maybe I need to get a long-haired MIDI. And I'm going to keep that MIDI on her body. What are you talking about? Ellie, which, can I unstitch the original bodies and take patterns from them? For which doll? I'm talking about, oh, the clothes? Yeah. Yeah, I was looking at Mimi's outfit on the Mimi Bobek doll, and I was like, wow, I mean, it'll be a good base for a pattern, right? But I'm really, really curious. Here, let me take her out of her onesie so you can see how cute she looks. I'm really, really curious. Like, I'm so interested and excited to try to sew for her with the challenges that Marna says that the chubby Blythe has with her arms. Look how cute. Now, her head is a little pinker than this, but you can't really, it doesn't really, the only problem is that Monst bodies are not cheap and neither are middies. So it's like, I bought the body separately. I did not buy this body as a Monst doll. I bought the body by itself. And then I had a MIDI, and I didn't like her little tiny Bic pen body. So Oh, you're talking about this girl. Yes. You're talking about making a pattern out of the body of the... I could, but I'm a little bit afraid. I would want to do it with a doll that's like really trashed and then I get really cheap because I don't want to mess up this doll and I'm certainly not going to do it with theirs, you know? Yeah, so that's why, I don't know, I don't want to get up again and dig them out. I'll make more of a mess because they're over there underneath some stuff in a box. I'll pull them out. I know I did show them off once a while back, but I might pull them out again when I get closer to... Their hair is just frazzled and disgusting. I mean, they're going to need to be completely, like, completely washed, fixed, and I'll have to double check to see what kind they are, if they're, like, one of the newer ones or one of the older ones. But, you know, they're not cheap, these dolls, and the fact that she let her dog get to them, her puppy, a big dog, this was a big dog puppy, too. But, yeah, I just think they're so cute on these bodies. I wanted to originally descalp her and put a wig on her. I might do that still at some point, but, and they do have play in the neck a little bit. So, yes. So I'm very, I think I hand sewed this. You can see the gaps here. I hand sewed this one. But this is a jersey stretch knit, and it was a simple pattern, you know. I'll try to find it. If anybody wants it, let me know. I gotta, once, you know, this year is gonna hopefully be more, because I thought this year I was going to organize my office, and I had started doing it, and then I got that cancer diagnosis and everything went to pieces. So hopefully now that all the medical stuff is behind me, I've gone through a year of medical crap. Hopefully this year there will be no medical crap and I can get this office straightened. I have 2 big shelves in boxes that we purchased ready for this room that I just need to make room for. And I'm going to replace some of the like, some of these are like, those shelves aren't even shelves. They're just 2 coffee tables that I had stacked up on each other years ago. Some of this is recycling. A lot of this is boxes crap. So I have new shelves down here and 2 big cube shelves that I want to put along there. Thanks, guys. Yeah, her hair is nice. I kind of wanted to put her in, like, you know, a different, like, BJD wig, something a little more realistic, but it's super cute. It just needs to be brushed because she's been, like, kicking around on my shelf. And, like, I don't know if you can see it, but back there, like, I have an old easel and all my old painting stuff, but I'm not, like, doing any, like, painting or anything anymore as far as, like, on, you know, canvas paintings, so that needs to get removed from my office. I don't listen to CDs anymore, so those need to be boxed up and taken away, you know, stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of, there's just a lot of little shit in this office. It's, hey Marna, thanks. Email me. I asked you about the date that we were going to do that thing, so can you email me back later when you have time? But the main focus right now for this month is going to be this girl. And I don't know what to use to take this glue off. Can I use acetone or do I need to use Goo Gone? Because I'm not 100% sure that my wig is, did I say goodbye to Ellie and not Marna? I'm so losing my mind. The wig is a little shorter, a little smaller than, like, the one she came with, and it works, but I might have to put it like a little bit higher on her hairline, which would work since it has bangs. But I need to get this glue. I think I might need to get the glue off in case, I don't need to get this off, but I need to get the glue in the front off. So you can see that she's not standing on her own because her legs are loose. Let's see. Can you stand? Can I balance you perfectly? Oh, I can balance you, but Goo Gone or furniture polish. Is Goo Gone toxic? She looks pretty clean, doesn't she? She doesn't have any stains on her body. I don't feel like doing anything more than a surface scrub. she has a cord and not a zip tie, which I appreciate. So I'm going to tell you a little secret. When I was cleaning up my desk, over on my metal filing cabinet, this thing was on. It had been on for weeks. It's finally cool to the touch. I could have burned my whole damn house down. I don't know why this was still plugged in. It's a low temp, which is probably why it didn't burn the house down. But Jesus, that was a really scary moment when I realized that. Goo Gone is forbidden in the EU, then I don't want to use it. What do you guys use in the EU then? I'm trying to, ever since the cancer thing, I'm trying to be a little bit more not toxic chemicals, you know what I mean? Like, I was always careful about them before. Ever since I found out about, when I was painting, about the toxic cadmium yellows and things like that. Furniture polish. What is in the furniture polish that removes the glue? What is the active ingredient, do you think, in the furniture polish that removes the glue? I want to use these pants. They're kind of like all pilled up and the stitching is fraying down here. I want to use these as a cute little pattern. I want to make some clothes for this girl too. I haven't touched her since I bought her. Yeah, that's why I was shocked that my glue gun was still, I check it obsessively afterwards. I don't know what happened, but see, because I have the anxiety problems, you know, but that's the thing. Ever since the surgery, my brain has been very forgetful, and sometimes that forgetfulness overrides the anxiety craziness, which is a problem. I could probably, yeah, maybe I don't know about that Goo Gone. It kind of scares me, honestly. I need to wash this girl's hair and like treat it because it's really dry on the ends. It's like really, it looks fine, but it feels terrible. Well, it looks kind of dry, doesn't it? So this one leg is a little bit loose, like it wants to pop out, which would be bad, but it doesn't. Her arms are super tight though. How pretty they are. Anyway, that's all I was going to say today. I didn't think anybody would pop on, but I'm super glad to see you, Ellie. What's going on with you? I saw you posted a couple new videos, which I haven't caught up on. This wig is shedding. Look at her. I do like the Monst. You know what? I've never put this. I'm going to put this Monst outfit onto the midi Monst. See how cute. And so I'm going to switch their outfits while we're here. Oh, you got Cleo. I want to like be so in love with you. I'm so happy for you that you're getting these dolls, but you know I don't collect them, so it's a little bit hard. But she really is pretty. I think that what they're doing with the collector dolls, they're really nice. Like, look how cute she is. I know Alyssa's got a couple of these, but I do want to get more. There's like 3 or 4 of them. There's a blonde and a really grumpy brunette that I want to get. Super cute. So let's trade their outfits. Oh, you got some clone dolls? Cool. You fixed their hair and you played World of Warcraft. So World of Warcraft, is that still like, it's not a dead game, huh? You know, my Froggy stuff, she's in love with Cleo seems to be her favorite as well. What is it about Cleo that you like the best? Is it her aesthetic, or is it something about the character from the first series, or both, or? You can't see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I'm losing my damn mind over here. And then that doll that you have, that That doll that you take pictures of that's like not a fashion doll. I mean, it is a fashion doll, but it looks like a little kid. What kind of doll is that? Just everything about her you love and you like the way. Yeah, that her outfit and everything on that signature doll, that she's really stunning. I think they're really doing a good job with the collector versions of G1. I'm just like I said, I didn't really like the bodies, and I just didn't really like. It's just not my aesthetic. It's not my thing. But I think they're cool dolls. Like, so I kind of am like get behind on watching your videos about them. What do you guys think? Yes, no, cute. She's so much hair. So she has more movement. The Monst head has more movement on the Monst body than the midi does, because obviously this is designed for this. I think with the midi, if I remember right, when I bought just the Monst body, it came with a neck joint adapter, because you can put this body on different kind of like, with different heads, like Obitsu heads or whatever else. So it has an adapter for a couple different, I did a video on it, but it came with an adapter, a neck joint adapter that was specifically for these. Here you go, sit down. So let's get you in her outfit and see how cute it is. Cruislings. I wonder if she's about the same size as these girls. I don't think I've ever seen one here in the wild. A Cruislings doll. Where did you get her? I know I saw the video, but I can't remember anything. I'm really enjoying these small, thicker bodied, younger dolls in addition to the grown-up adults, you know? Like sometimes you just want something that's squee and kawaii and squee and, you know. She needs panties. This outfit does not come with panties, and it looks like these bodies have a hole for a doll stand. Yeah, I'd like to get more of these. Definitely, I want to get more of these over time. But, oh my gosh, look at her. I think this had another thing, that outfit part, but I don't remember where that went. Your hair is a mess, my girl. You got her at a local store? Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look into those. I think she's super cute, that Cruisling doll, and I don't know that I've ever looked for her here, and I certainly haven't ever seen one for sale on anything that, I haven't popped up on one anyway. It hasn't, without deliberately searching, I haven't found one. Look at that. Look at it. Look how cute. It's like a teddy bear or like a puppy dog. It's either either like a Pomeranian with a puppy cut or a teddy bear. I don't know which. Or maybe if it's an Asian thing, maybe it's a what are those big, a chow or something. A chow puppy. What do you think? Do you think she's as cute in this outfit as her little other Monst sister is? The Cruislings are on Amazon. You know what I'm going to be looking for next, right? Because Christmas is coming. Christmas is coming. I want to change her eyes. I don't want her to have pink eyes. But that would involve like, so that's what I was thinking. If I am going to go to the trouble of changing her eyes, then I might try to wig her, like take off her scalp and give her a wig. But then I'd have to try to buy a plain scalp for her, and, you know. But I don't want her to have pink eyes, even though she's still cute with the pink eyes. But I'd like her to have brown or gray. So Ellie, have you made a video yet on what you think about the new Monster High dolls, the G3? She's so cute. Yeah, I get sidetracked so easily, and I need to get all my dolls displayed out correctly so that I can start making things and getting outfits for everybody, and like, you know, here's my little cutie patooties. I might even have a couple more somewhere that don't have, like, aren't finished yet, but oops, we won't talk about them. Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely 100% buying a MIDI and an Icy doll as soon as some money gets transferred into my account for the 11/11 store sale, and then hopefully then I will make. You can't find any of the G3 dolls, really? I wonder why. Here's some of my thoughts on it. So I've watched like all the videos on them, just so I know as a doll collector. And I was like, am I going to be tempted by the new releases? Because, you know, the one thing I didn't like about the old G1s was, first of all, some of their faces were kind of wonky. Secondly, I did not like how weirdly skinny and like swoopy their bodies are. They kind of, like I said, I think I said in my last video, to me, they look like King Tut's mother, or, you know, Akhenaten and his wife in those weird tomb paintings and stuff where they have the very slopey backs and the very weird heads and the very they had that aesthetic to me, and that's fine if you like that aesthetic, but to me they just didn't look like real. They're monsters, so it shouldn't matter if they look like real people, but for me as a doll collector, I mean, even if they're plumper or they've got giant linebacker shoulders or whatever, I still like them to be more substantial. They seemed like they could, I don't know, they just didn't look real. Like it wasn't even the fact that they were skinny, it was that they were skinny and sway backed, you know, and I'm all about body positivity. So I love that they're putting like the Draculaura is a little bit more on the chubby side, which is so cute. But then isn't she the only one? And they have like two different heights, but is she the only chubby? I wonder if they're going to do that to anybody else. And I don't like the colors. Like, I don't mind that Laguna Blue is pink, even though her name is Laguna Blue. But the pink that she is so pink. I don't know. I don't like the color of the skin, and I don't like how, but this is because I'm not a fan of the show and the concept. I don't like how visually cluttered they are. Everything, they've got so many different stripes of color in their hair, and their outfits all have different colors, and they're all but their bodies. So, and the one Draculaura with the caboodle is super cute. So I was thinking of just getting her because I would like to try to sew for it, you know. But I can't see myself getting all the rest. And I'm not a fantasy doll as far as like, I want dolls to be, again, this isn't a problem with any of it. It's just I'm not their audience. I'm not their target audience. So, but she really is cute. That Draculaura with the stripy pink highlights, chunky stripe highlights, and the caboodle, and the way her hair is cut in that one, I don't know, for some reason she's just super darling. But I think for me she would be like a one-off, just so I could try making her an outfit. And again, it's probably also because I'm so tired of all the doll customers. There's only customizing Monster High dolls. I can't. I'm so sick of seeing them. I'm gonna have to unsubscribe to all of them because I don't even watch their videos anymore, because all they do are customize Monster High dolls, and they all look the same. I mean, they don't, you know what I mean? They obviously, each artist has their own technique and style, and the outcomes are all very different, and what they do is amazing. But I'm just tired of Monster High dolls. There's so many other dolls they could be customizing. And I never see any other dolls. And I'm wondering, when I haven't seen any of the new G3 customs come out yet. I'm sure people are going to start customizing them like crazy too. So, again, that doesn't mean that there's nothing bad about that. That's just me personally being like over it. Like when people do, nobody ever does Ever After High, and they're really fun to customize, and they turn out really pretty. And not many people do Rainbow High because they're afraid of the eyeballs, and they turn out gorgeous. So, I mean, lots of people do Barnaby. It seems like any doll with inset eyes customizers don't touch because they want to paint the eyes themselves. So, but that's probably why you don't see, because I know it's difficult. Like, what's her name? She cuts out, I've forgotten her name, I'm so bad. She cuts the tops of the heads off and wigs them and changes out the eyeballs. And then like Poppin Atelier or whatever, she was just did a giant Monstall. No, excuse me. She just did the giant Amaya Rain 24-inch Amaya Rain doll as Wednesday Addams. And she has tried all kinds of things to do that. She doesn't cut their heads open and just swap out eyes. She like actually like paints her own eyes, drills them out, paints her own eyes. And yeah, I want to do a custom rainbow high at some point. I still have that head I messed up that I was going to send to somebody that I had forgotten about after I got sick. So I still want to do something like that. But yeah, that's the easiest thing to do is just cut off, open their heads and switch out their eyes. Get some eyes on AliExpress and then switch out their eyes and then put a wig on them. But I don't know. I don't know. I know you got a lot of videos on your channel, Ellie, that I have to catch up on. I'm just tired. I'm just tired. I've had things. I got some work. I don't know how people with full-time jobs like yourself and stuff like end up still having time for their hobby and their videos. And I get a little bit of work and I crumple. So crumple. And then in my pile, I forgot that I had bought a beautiful Jean doll and that she was still in her box that she had been. And oh yeah, you could make clay eyeballs and then paint on them, and then you could either put you could either just gloss them, or you could put UV resin on them so that they're, you know. And you can get eyeball molds everywhere. I'm sure you get some eyeball molds on AliExpress at the size you need, so you can make a bunch. And if you mess up, then I kind of want to do that too with the little mini Blythes. I don't like their eyes. Well, these ones I kind of like better. These are the Littlest Pet Shop ones. They don't close, right? Like the mini Blythes do, the AliExpress mini Blythes. And I want to do that to an AliExpress mini Blythe. I want to take out the sleep eyes and just put in regular eyes, because I don't like how on the minis they actually have like a line of, there's like a line, they don't go up all the way to the lash line. It's weird. They look funny. I don't like it. So I want to like, I don't know if I'm going to try to customize this girl or not, but I would like to take off these eyelashes and put some like more natural curlier eyelashes on her and get some maybe more realistic eyes. And I don't know, I may or may not. I'm probably just going to leave her, but I mean, she has these painted on socks. So yeah, you don't like glass eyes. I love glass eyes. You like to be painted. Well, then I think then you should totally, that sounds like a really good idea to make your own eyes and then paint them how you want, and then you'll have like the joy of both worlds. You'll have like painted eyes and inset eyes, but they won't be glassy. Like, so how would you protect the paint though on the clay? Are you thinking polymer clay, or are you thinking, and how would you protect it if you don't resin it or gloss it? Like, I wonder, everybody glosses stuff, but does the gloss chip off? How stable is that gloss? This girl needs to go back up over here. This is the current desk doll, because she's my winter princess. So, crap. Dropping stands. Crappy stands. And now this is the other, I have another one and a bigger one. This also I need to do something with. I was going to get some Mr. Super Clear and paint the face. I got this a while ago off of AliExpress. It's a cheaper, it's the same kind of quality as these guys, so it was like cheap, under $10. Yeah, I mean, for Barbies and stuff, I think they would look really strange with inset eyes. I really like Barbie eyes. Um, well, if they're not, if the eyes aren't opening and closing and you're not being rough with them, then they probably, the paint would stay. If you're doing it on polymer, did you say, are you going to do it on air dry clay or like polymer clay? So I've made beads with polymer clay, and I would recommend where I painted, and I would recommend, I always sealed them with like a sealer, like a matte. Like at that time, air dry, when I was doing, okay, so this person's head, this doll came with its head. This doll came, okay, let me finish what I was saying. I'm really getting tired. I'm going to have to go soon. I'm starting to lose my train of thought. UV resin wasn't really a thing when I was doing polymer beads, beading in polymer clay. So I sealed it with the stuff that came with for the polymer clay beads. But I always did seal it because it could scratch off. And you know, beads were something you were going to wear. So you needed to seal it. Now, if I was to make a polymer clay bead again, I would definitely seal it with UV resin. So if I was to make eyes, if I was going to do any painting on eyes that I made, I would definitely seal it. So you have air dry clay. So then just putting like a matte sealer for paint, probably for like an acrylic or something paint, would probably be okay, just so it wouldn't scratch off easily. And air dry clay is pretty porous, so yeah, I think I would just get some like matte sealer for acrylic paint and just use that, or glossy if you want to go glossy, or satin finish, whatever you want to use. But yes, when this doll came, the head was sealed and the eyes were in a little baggie. So on this doll, it's not rooted. I had to cut open the head to get those eyes, and I had to cut the back of the eyes to get those flat backed eyes in there, and that was a pain in the butt. And then, well, yeah, I mean, when you paint the eyes, you're putting so much of your personal style in it. If you're not doing that, you're pretty much just doing makeup, right? Like, it feels like you're just putting makeup on a doll. But if you're painting the eyes, you're really giving it a personality and a style. So I can understand that totally. So anyway, I was going to get some Mr. Super Clear and paint this doll, but I was going to do something for Christmas with this doll. Look at the shoes it came with. But now I'm not sure if I'm going to go to that trouble. I really don't want to have to buy a mask and, you know, like an actual respirator mask and Mr. Super Clear just to make a doll. So I don't know what I'm going to do. And even if I do that, even if I do use Mr. Super Clear, I'm not using like what I have watercolor pencils around here somewhere. It might take 2 years, but I could probably find them. I know I have a set. And I've never used them. I bought them even before I was in doll customizing. I bought them to try them out, and then I never used them. And then now they're lost in the abyss that is this room. I probably will not, probably won't do that. I would probably just use regular acrylic paints. So, and the only reason I would want to put matte, like a sealer on it, is so it wouldn't bleed. Because didn't you have a Barbie, Ellie, that like one of your Barbies, the lips kind of like bled into this, it kind of stained and bled into the vinyl? So, oh, these were my 2 current girls that needed to be on the desk. You girls, now I want all of you on my desk because I have room, but I can't. I have to keep the desk clean. Clean, clean. You all have to go back. These 2 girls can stay there for a minute. It's only 2 allowed at a time for the moment. Oh, jeez. I mean, seriously, this is such a disaster. It's not even, I can't even live in here. I gotta focus on what I'm focusing on. And what I'm focusing on is this girl this month. She is the one, because I don't have time to deal with the rest. I gotta wash her, clean her, de-goo her head, put her hair on, maybe put some conditioner on it because it's awfully staticky and getting messed up. The acrylics just bled in the vinyl. So when you do your dolls, you are using Mr. Super Clear, right? can't find my doll brush, so I can't brush her hair. Ugh. I put it in that box that's over there when I was cleaning off my desk. Yeah, I need to go eat dinner, and then I need to rest, and then I need to come back for an hour because I'm doing the NaNoWriMo thing, except it's not really NaNoWriMo. So I started a third channel for that, and I'm writing an hour a day for 30 minutes every day. And an hour a day for 30 minutes a day for the month of November. So I'm on day 4 tonight because it's the 4th. If I miss a day, I have to start over. And I can only manage about an hour. So I have to eat, rest, get back online, do that, make an update video, and then I can play video games. So maybe I would have started on this, but was today Friday? Yes, I got stuck on the phone dealing with website hosting and other things today. So I didn't do any doll stuff, and then of course my table was broken, so we had to fix that. But I will try this weekend to catch up on your videos, and I'm super happy for you that you're getting the dolls that you really want, you know, like that beautiful Con Frankie. Like I said, she is one of the only Monster High dolls I was tempted. Like, she is just, I don't know, there's something about her that I loved. And her, not they, because she's G1, not G3. G3 is they. And I really liked her. But I was like, you know what? There are people out here who really love Monster High, and I'm not taking their doll. So I'm super stoked that you came and caught my live. I was just going to tell people that this was the only doll I really had on the plans to deal with this month, and I have a sewing challenge for her that I'm doing that I need to get to. And yeah, a couple people stopped by, and I was able to talk. It was really nice. It was really good to see you. I hope that I don't know. I don't know what I hope. I'm tired. I'm losing it. You can tell I'm losing it. My brain is frying. This is why I can't write for more than an hour right now. The words. Somebody said that menopause can cause this. So that might be what's going on with me. Yes, it was super nice to see you. And yeah, I'm definitely going to catch up on my missed videos this weekend. And really looking to see what's going on in your dolly world. And I will talk to you later. So thank you to everybody who stopped by. I will try to be back next week with an update at least. In the meantime, have a great dolly day, as Tammy says. Bye, you guys.